Awakening. As the sun brightens the sky, revealing the greens of the day, touching the clouds with pink, beckoning the birds to their wings and ourselves to work, let our hearts rise within us. Let our bodies unwind for activity. Let our wills be trained to your purpose. Let our dreams form our minds, and our minds sift our dreams. Help us to be your servants this day, to do your will and walk your way with humility, care, and true joy. We've come to the part in our journey and pilgrimage of prayer when we think about awakening, coming to life again after a period of quiet, a period of slumber at the beginning of a new day perhaps. This is about prayer in an active mode, maybe creative prayer, arty prayer about making a response that comes from the creativity within, something that we feel quite good about. When we come to this kind of praying, we don't need to feel that we are particularly competent or good at anything we might produce. No, the point is not what it's worth to anyone else. The point is, what does it express? The other thing I think that's really important when thinking of this kind of awakening prayer is actually that transition from slumber to alertness, and allowing ourselves to actually go on the whole journey, to become fully awake, fully alive, so that we start to notice all sorts of things around us. It's inevitable that we miss a lot of things every day of our lives, but it's also possible that things catch our attention. And part of the point of being a person of spirituality, a person of prayer, is that we allow our attention to be given to something that many others might miss. So we don't allow our imagination, our attention, to be drawn about and pulled about so much by the pressures of advertising and consumer society. All those things which would use our attention for a purpose beyond ourselves and probably not much of God, all those things we leave somewhat to one side, and maybe like William Blake, just look at a particular grain of sand and see infinity in it. Maybe like Julian of Norwich, something as tiny as a hazelnut, representing the vastness of what is. As we engage in attentive prayer, we are drawn to wonder as well as activity. But one of the key things about this stage in our spiritual journey is to allow ourselves to imagine the possibility of being active and creative and responsive, to let art fill our prayer. Not polished art, but the art that comes within us, the art of our own heart. That too is praying, when we let that be expressed into the space which is the human life which God has given to us all.